An urgent divine summons. God is reaching out to you in this moment of need. Do you have 30 minutes to connect with the celestial? This isn't just any call, it's a personal invitation to receive wisdom, guidance, and perhaps the answers you've been seeking. Take a pause from the daily grind, sit back, and allow yourself to be enveloped in the profound peace and understanding that only the divine can offer. This message is tailored for you, delivered at the perfect time. Don't miss this chance to engage in a sacred conversation. Are you ready to listen? I am the creator of all things, and I have the power to provide for you in ways that go beyond your understanding. This message is a powerful reminder of who God is. He is the creator of the universe, the one who made everything seen and unseen. There is nothing that exists without him, and his power is limitless. God is not limited by the things that limit us as humans. He can provide in ways that we cannot imagine or fully understand. His power goes beyond what we see and what we know. God is reminding his dear child that he has complete control over all things. Because he is the creator, he is also the provider. Everything we have comes from him, and he has the ability to give us whatever we need. God's provision is not limited to what we can think of or ask for. His ability to provide goes beyond anything we can comprehend. Sometimes, we might try to figure out how things will work out or how our needs will be met. But God is telling you that his ways are higher than ours. He can provide in ways that go beyond human understanding. God knows your needs even before you ask. He sees every situation, every challenge, and every concern in your life. He is aware of your worries, your hopes, and your desires. Because he is the creator of all things, he knows how to bring the right solutions into your life at the perfect time. God wants his dear child to trust in his ability to provide. He does not want you to worry or be anxious about how things will turn out. Instead, he asks you to have faith that he is already working behind the scenes. Even when you do not see a way forward, God is creating a way. God's power to provide is not limited by time, resources, or circumstances. He can do things that seem impossible to us. In the Bible, there are many examples of God providing in miraculous ways. For example, he provided manna from heaven to feed the Israelites in the wilderness. He also multiplied a few loaves of bread and fish to feed thousands of people. These stories show us that God's power to provide is beyond what we can imagine. God is telling his dear child that he is able to do the same in your life. He can bring blessings and provision in ways that you cannot predict or understand. Sometimes, God provides in unexpected ways. It might come through an opportunity you never saw coming, or through the kindness of someone else. God's provision is always perfect, even when it does not come in the way you expect. He knows what is best for you, and he provides in the way that will bring about the best outcome. God's message is also a reminder that he cares deeply for his children. As the creator of all things, he has a personal relationship with each of us. He knows your needs, your struggles, and your desires. He wants to provide for you, not just in material ways, but in every aspect of your life. God's provision is not just about money or material things. He provides peace when you are worried, strength when you are weak, and guidance when you are lost. God is always there, providing what you need in every situation. He is your protector, your guide, and your provider. God's power to provide is limitless because he is the creator of all things. Nothing is too hard for him, and no need is too big for him to meet. God can open doors that seem closed. And he can create opportunities where none existed before. His provision goes beyond our human understanding because his power is infinite. God wants you to trust in him completely. When you rely on God's provision, you do not need to worry about how things will work out. He is in control, and He will make sure that everything you need is provided for. Sometimes, God's provision comes in ways that are hard to understand. You might not see how a difficult situation could lead to something good. But God is telling you that His ways are not like our ways. He can turn even the hardest situations into something good. God's message is one of hope and assurance. He is reminding you that He is the Creator, and everything is under His control. You do not need to worry or fear because God has the power to provide in ways that go beyond what you can imagine. He is always working on your behalf, even when you cannot see it. God is also reminding His dear child that His timing is perfect. Sometimes, we want things to happen immediately. But God knows the perfect time to provide what you need. He is never late, and He is never early. God's provision always comes at the right moment, when it will benefit you the most. Trusting in God's timing is an important part of trusting in His provision. Even when things seem delayed, God is working everything out according to His perfect plan. God's power to provide is also a reminder that He is generous. As the Creator of all things, He has everything at His disposal. He is not limited by what we have or do not have. God's resources are infinite, and He gives generously to His children. When God blesses you, He does so abundantly. He does not just give you enough to get by, but He provides in a way that meets your needs fully. God's provision is overflowing, and He is always ready to bless His children. God also wants His dear child to remember that His provision is not just for your benefit. He blesses you so that you can be a blessing to others. When God provides for you, He wants you to share that blessing with those around you. Being generous with what God has given you is a way to honor Him and show gratitude for His provision. God's message is one of peace. He wants you to rest in the knowledge that He is the Creator and that He has everything under control. There is no need to stress or worry about the future because God is already there, providing for you. In conclusion, God's message to His dear child is a reminder of His great power and love. As the Creator of all things, God has the power to provide for you in ways that go beyond your understanding. He sees your needs and is working to provide for you in the best possible way. God's provision is not limited by human understanding, and He can do things that seem impossible. He wants you to trust in His timing, His plan, and His ability to provide for all your needs. God is generous, and His blessings are abundant. Trust in Him, and you will see His provision in ways that go beyond your imagination. God says to His dear child, "Trust that I am working in your life, and soon you will see the evidence of my abundance." This message is a reminder of God's constant presence and action in your life. Even when things seem quiet or when you cannot see immediate results, God is always at work behind the scenes. He is shaping, guiding, and preparing you for the blessings that are coming. God wants you to trust in His plan, even when you do not see the full picture yet. Faith is about believing in what is not yet visible, and God is asking you to trust that He is moving in your life in ways you cannot yet see. God's work in your life is always for your good. He knows what you need, and He is preparing to provide it at the right time. Just because you do not see the evidence yet does not mean that God is not at work. God is working in every area of your life, even in the parts where you feel uncertain or worried. He is arranging circumstances, bringing the right people into your life, and opening doors that will lead to blessings. God's timing is perfect, and soon, you will see the results of His work in your life. He is asking you to be patient and trust that everything is unfolding according to His plan. God's abundance is not just about material blessings. His abundance includes peace, joy, love, and spiritual growth. He wants to fill your life with good things that go beyond what you could imagine. God's abundance is more than enough to meet all your needs. He is preparing to pour out blessings that will not only meet your immediate needs but will also bring long-term joy and fulfillment. God's message is also one of encouragement. He knows that it can be hard to trust when you do not see the results yet. But He is telling you to hold on and keep believing. Soon, you will see the evidence of His work in your life, and it will be clear that God's hand has been guiding everything. God is working in ways that go beyond human understanding. He sees the bigger picture and knows what is best for you. Sometimes, things take time because God is preparing something even greater than you expect. When the time is right, you will see His abundance manifest in your life. God is asking you to trust in His process. Even when you face challenges, He is using those experiences to prepare you for the blessings ahead. Every trial, every delay, and every moment of waiting has a purpose in God's plan. He is working everything out for your good, even when it feels difficult to understand. God's message is also about hope. He wants you to stay hopeful and believe that good things are coming. His abundance is not far away, and soon, you will experience it in ways that will surprise and bless you. God's abundance is like a wellspring that never runs dry. He has unlimited resources, and He is ready to bless you in ways that go beyond your expectations. But He is asking for your trust in the meantime. Trust is about believing in God's promises even before you see the results. It is about knowing that God is faithful and that He will keep His word. God's abundance is already at work in your life. He is preparing the path ahead and making sure that everything is in place for you to receive His blessings. You may not see it yet, but soon it will become clear. God is asking you to keep your faith strong and trust that His plan is perfect. Sometimes, the evidence of God's abundance comes in small ways before it arrives in full. You might see small signs of His work in your life, like an unexpected opportunity, a kind word from someone, or a sudden feeling of peace in the midst of chaos. These are signs that God is already at work, preparing you for the bigger blessings that are on their way. God wants you to stay open to these signs and be thankful for every step of progress. Even the small blessings are part of His abundance. God's message is also about preparation. He is working in your life to prepare you for the abundance that is coming. Sometimes, you need to be in the right mindset or heart space to receive what God is ready to give. God is shaping your heart, teaching you lessons, and helping you grow so that you are ready to handle the abundance He is about to pour into your life. Trusting in God means being patient in the process. It means letting go of the need to know every detail and simply believing that God's plan is better than anything you could imagine. God's abundance is not just about material wealth or success. It is about living a life filled with peace, joy, love, and purpose. He wants to bless you in ways that will bring you true happiness, not just temporary satisfaction. God's abundance is eternal and deep, touching every part of your life. Soon, you will see how everything has been working together for your good. God's timing is always perfect, and when His abundance arrives, it will be at the perfect time in your life. God is reminding His dear child that patience is key. He knows that waiting can be hard, especially when you are hoping for a breakthrough. But He is telling you to hold on a little longer because the evidence of His abundance is on the way. Every delay has a purpose, and every moment of waiting is bringing you closer to the blessings that God has prepared for you. Trusting in God means surrendering your worries to Him. He does not want you to carry the burden of anxiety or stress about the future. God is already taking care of it, and soon, you will see the results of His work. God is asking you to rest in His promise. His abundance is coming, and when it does, it will be more than you could have ever imagined. God's message is also about faith. He is encouraging you to strengthen your faith in this time of waiting. Faith is what helps you stay strong when you cannot see the full picture. God is telling you that soon, your faith will be rewarded. The evidence of His abundance will be so clear that you will be filled with joy and gratitude. Subscribe our channel for daily God blessing. God's abundance is not just for a short time, but for the long term. He wants to bless you in ways that will bring lasting peace and joy into your life. In conclusion, God's message to His dear child is one of trust and hope. He is working in your life, even when you do not see it yet. Soon, the evidence of His abundance will be clear, and you will experience the fullness of His blessings. God's abundance is more than enough to meet all your needs, and He is preparing to pour it out in your life. Trust in His process, stay patient, and believe that God's timing is perfect. The evidence of His work is on its way, and when it arrives, it will be more than you ever imagined. Thank you for joining us today. If you liked what you saw, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Drop a comment to let us know what you think, and share this video to spread the joy. We appreciate your support and can't wait to see you in the next video. Take care.